Hey everybody, and welcome back to Plus Ultra Pitching. I am here on this windy day to start our new series as we transition to our full motion fastball pitching. So if you are just joining us, first of all, welcome. Second of all, we have finished two series so far. The first, we covered the fundamental wrist snap mechanics, and then the second series was our power K mechanics. And we are now transitioning into full motion. So if you are just joining us, I recommend to please go back to those other videos, check those out first. Make sure you have the wrist snap mastered before you start moving on to power K. Make sure you have power K mastered before you start moving on to this series for full motion. That being said, what we're going to do is we're going to break down the full motion pitch itself into the next couple of weeks, and then the final week we're going to put it all together and start pitching full motion. So today we're going to continue to build off of the wrist snap and power K, and we're going to talk about our arm path. I touched about this a little bit in one of our last troubleshooting videos, but our arm path is just referring to the path that our throwing arm is going through as we are coming through our windup. So just as a quick review for power K, feet are maybe shoulder width distance apart, maybe a little bit more with our, for me, I'm a righty, my right foot. If you're a lefty, your left foot. For me, on my right foot, toes and knee pointing towards my catcher, with my glove pointing towards the target and my throwing hand back behind me with this nice loose elbow and nice relaxed forearm. For power K, what's going to happen is as our elbows start to pinch together to initiate that wrist snap, we're going to turn our back foot to start to engage our hips, and then we're going to straighten our arms straight down and then snap the ball forward and upward around our belly button. So to make sure our arm path is in the correct orientation, let's go through a couple of drills. The first drill I talked about in our troubleshooting video. However, I realized that my mic cut out when I turned around, so we're going to go over them again today, is the wall drill. So for the wall drill, there are two ways that you can do it. The first way is with your toes and your belly button facing towards the wall. And what you're going to do is you're going to trace the ball in a circle as if you're pitching along the wall. So it's going to look like this. We're going to pretend this net here is the wall. Couple things to note. One, it's a little windy. That's why the net looks like it's blowing a little bit. You don't want your arm away from your body, nor do we want our arm back behind our body. We just kind of want it right next to our body the entire time we are pitching the ball. The other thing to note is to make sure your hand and your palm are in the correct orientation as you come through. So just make sure that your palm is in this face up position behind your pitch. The other way you can do the wall drill is with your back facing the wall, and this is to make sure you're not opening up your shoulders too much. So that would look something like this. If you are bringing the ball back too much, you're going to hit the wall and it will look like this. So make sure that you keep your arm away from the wall. The second drill that we're going to talk about to help with the arm path is what we're going to do is like a 50% arm circle and then like 80% wrist snap. The reason for this is because you can now really focus on keeping your arm next to your body, and then when you get back down to your wrist snap, really whip that ball into your net or to your catcher. That drill is going to look something like this. We're going to start in our power K position for this drill. So the power K position I went over in the very beginning part is, again, feet a little bit more than shoulder width apart. And for our back foot, we're going to start with it slightly open. We're going to come around our circle slowly. Slow, 50%. Once we get to this part of our wrist snap, as we initiate, just like the drills we've done, we're going to initiate with our hip and do a quick wrist snap into the net. All together, it should look something like this. Awesome. Those are 2 drills that would be great for you guys to work on today. Start building the correct arm path. If you have a catcher, you can have them help you out. You just want to make sure that throughout the entire drill, the catcher can see the ball in your hand the whole time. This should never disappear behind your body. All right, well, as always, put questions in the comment section below. Please subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every single week. And as always, Plus Ultra!